But then so much time kept passing that even I started wondering. Like, I was like, ये कुछ ज़्यादा हो रहा है, you know.
Testing patience to the hilt.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Jojo here. Hola.
Shruti here. What's up, Joe?
What's up? We just said bye to you 2 seconds ago. We're back in the next video.
For them, it's a day, okay?
Yes. For them, it's a day.
Yeah.
We are still standing here.
So we are. Yeah.
So, track 1 is still standing, like we said in yesterday's video. A project, an EP dropped 5 tracks this time. Last time 3, 2 back-to-back EPs. Can we just? It's amazing. So I was saying,
take a moment to appreciate that.
We must. Yeah. We must. Also, that EP, Time Will Tell, dropped in March, first week March, right? So, and it had 3 tracks, and uske hafta 10 din pehle hi Anjum ka feature aaya tha with Krishna.
Right.
So
yes,
so by the time
by
April, May came around, and I saw Awam like getting antsy and complaining ki kahan hai naya project, I was like, listen, technically he's dropped 4 tracks this year, right?
Correct.
So
yeah.
4 months के लिए शांत बैठो, like it's okay. You know, 6 months के बाद थोड़ा noise create करना, तो वो तो होता रहा वैसे noise, but then so much time kept passing that even I started wondering. Like, I was like, ये कुछ ज़्यादा हो रहा है, you know.
Testing patience to the hilt happened.
मतलब अगर मुझे ही थोड़ा लग रहा है कि ज़्यादा हो रहा है, I am the infinite patient person, you know. So then when this happened yesterday, I was like, अच्छा, 5-month break, 5 track made up. So 1 per month average is a good average to have for the year. Basically, that's the point. Average के उसमें हम अभी भी strong है. Okay, so that being said, let's get into it. Still standing, track 1. I have no idea what vibes are coming at us in this EP, but the first 3 tracks are...
Any idea if any of these tracks are going to have videos?
Or
because
Pratna has.
Because abhi kal raat ko to ye release hua hai, right? And this is like, I'm really happy and proud about the fact that we're getting into it today. Because normally otherwise इतना हमें सुनने को मिलता रहता है ना, especially जोजो को इतना सुनाते हो तुम लोग यार कि यार what is this, इतना late you're reacting, ये वो all that drama. So I'm very happy about today also for that reason.
And also shout out to everyone who answers to those people. They reply to them, say like, आप नहीं हो या are you new here?
Yeah.
Thanks guys, you all got my back. So that said, so one song has a video which dropped with the EP. The video dropped a few hours ago. We'll get to it. It's track 2. And it's called Prarthana. Tongue twister. Okay, still standing. Let's do it. He's still standing. He's still around. Let's see what he's saying in this.
Cool, ready.
Love it. Chalo, 1, 2, what? Okay, after we go. I just looked at the cover art. I was like, ठीक है, बाद में discuss करेंगे. It's okay.
हाँ, because still standing पे I was like, वहाँ पे chair दी हुई है, कोई बात नहीं, हम बात करेंगे.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, play.
धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. गिरा फिर भी उठा अपने पैरों पे, I'm landing. ये पैसा भिगो, बनाना 6 figure. Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. Riding through my city, मेरे speakers still banging. ये पैसा भिगो, बनाना 6 figure. Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. अंधेरा सा छाया फिर दिखी है रोशनी, कठोर ये जिंदगी बहुत थी, फालतू की बातों का शौक नहीं. I paid the price, don't ask what it cost me. जमीन पे पाँव नहीं इनके, जमीर में भाव नहीं इनके, तकदीर के छाव में गिर के वो दर्द क्या समझेंगे घाव नहीं जिनके. Life was challenging, never be panicking. I got a dark side, feeling like Anakin. Hater से बना दूं fan again, back with a bang like a cannon. I'm channeling grind पे पूरे दिन, नींद को भूले बिन देखे ना सूरज द fame. Eluded them, lyrical rap, push on again through to them. ले लूँ इस lane को पर मैं ना Superman. Wow, I be saucy dripping in parties with all these women. It's all we got shorty dribbling. I'm balling like Scottie Pippen. ये salty they all be tripping. मैं वाकई में बहुत ही different. ये शौक भी है copy written. थी नौकरी अब top की living क्योंकि धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. गिरा फिर भी उठा अपने पैरों पे, I'm landing. ये पैसा भिगो, बनाना 6 figure. Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. Riding through my city, मेरे speakers still banging. ये पैसा भिगो, बनाना 6 figure. Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. उस जगह से जहाँ सूंघने को मिलता है धुआं बार हवा में। ये ऑप्स क्यों लग रहे हैं शौक या बुरी खबर कभी आती नहीं पता के। अभी तो फटे हैं पटाखे अगली बार होंगे डबल या धमाके। You know I'm moving these funds, no हवाला गेम है हमारे हवाले। शुरू से अभी तक बातों में हकीकत मैंने न करी बक। I know the price, don't need your advice, तो बचाना रहा है तू हरिवंश। बन रहे हैं सभी चंद सड़े या मनी मन हारे नहीं कभी। हम यहाँ पे हैं तभी हम जिनको था स्टार्ट से लग रहा मजाक अब उनको भी आ रही है हंसी कम। रखा काम से काम मैंने like a commandant, pull out with a mask and arms like I came for Comic Con। मुझे चाहिए सारी चीजें, I just want that parmesan। हार के बाद I'll have these folks singing जैसे मामे खान। धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने but I'm still standing। गिरा फिर भी उठा अपने पैरों पे I'm landing। ये पैसा भिगो बनाना 6 figure, sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that। धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने but I'm still standing। Riding through my city मेरे speakers still banging। ये पैसा भिगो बनाना 6 figure, sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that।
That's entirely different from what I've ever heard his voice sound like.
Yes,
Like
I
even
agree.
when, right? Like one to that harmonizing ke time mein, that extreme deep, you know, and you can sense ke wo pitch correct ke baad kiya hua hai, obviously. But even with that pitch correction and whatever, you know, the jo feel aaya, but later in the verse, correct, his voice itself was different. Like there was like this complete aggression, but like that really growly aggression, you know,
Loved
which was
it.
there.
Yes.
And that flow is very different in Krishna's, that voice, just the combo of the whole thing. In fact, in the middle, because of that, I was forced to like scroll down and see कि produce किसने किया है. Like, you know,
Enigma
it was
Beats,
almost,
I just checked that.
I know, and I was like, this is because it's really good. And everywhere, like still standing Krishna call, Enigma Beats. So I was like, okay, interesting. Like, you know, I'm not like usually aisa nahi likha hota, but very different. And not one moment went by where I was like, I mean, his usual, that sense of extreme, amazing, like that genius writing, which is going on, wo to tha hi. Lekin just flow mein likha tha na, hai na? Wo just flow mein likha hua tha. There were moments like I felt there was like deep thought, which was expressed rather poetically.
Yes.
But in the flow of a very hardcore hip hop type flow.
Yes.
So it was a very interesting combo expression. Normally jab hum you know wo poetic flows sunte hain, unka ek separate type ka flow hota hai. And wo aise flows mein nahi aata usually. So yahan pe it was a very, like I'm still I think grasping it, but the more I'm hearing, like the more I'm thinking back, it was a very also hard-hitting song in the sense of very emotional song. Like, you know, when I was listening to it, it almost makes you question that what all has been going on in the artist's life, what troubles is he coming through and past, because he's already at such a mukam na कि इस level पे पहुंच के आप सोचते हो क्या problems होंगी, वो problem तो जब आप शुरू कर रहे हो तो तब होती हैं. So, you know, so most rappers, when they're talking about the past and the problems that they went through with, but it's the way he was singing them, it didn't sound, I mean, the way it's written and the way he was expressing, it didn't sound like he was talking about jab maine 14 saal ki umar mein rap karna shuru kiya tab ki problems, you know.
No,
it sounded very much, it sounded very much like recent troubles that he's going through. And
oh, you froze. It was so cold that I froze. I had a friend called I froze. Sorry. Am I okay? You're there now. Okay, go on.
Why?
I was cracking jokes while you were frozen. So
I could hear you from my side. You weren't frozen.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then continue.
Mera pura tha.
Pretend that didn't happen.
Suddenly in the middle is like I froze. And she looked. I was like, what is happening? मेरी तरफ से frozen नहीं था. नहीं, but overall, basically, I'm saying that it was a very, very smooth song, very deeply emotional. It makes you pause and take notice of what he's going through, what an artist has gone through and what he's expressing. Yet a very hard-hitting song with an experimental flow for his voice, different voice for his, you know, what we're used to. And full props to Enigma Beats, because the way the whole thing has come together, it is sounding fresh and it is sounding yet noticeable and yet very experienced. So जब आप एक नई flow में experiment करते हो, but उसमें भी if you're sounding like a full goat, then it's like, wait, kya hua? So, you know, it makes you pause and notice in that nice way. Excellent start for the EP.
I agree. I fully agree. I'm with you.
That's what I feel in totality.
I felt like this song showed him in such a different light and in such a different strong light that it is the perfect start to a project that comes after a 5-month gap. Like perfect start. Just it is not a sound or a vibe I've heard him do before. Even like he started with the chorus and the structure was such that, you know, hook was hook. That hook was so different and it gave me vibes of like it was very, I won't say old school, but it was kind of like, I can't put my finger on it. It's not coming to my mind right now, but it had this vibe of one of those anthemic tracks. It was a very different, basically it was very different coming from Krishna, this kind of flow and vibe, and throw in the voice. Immediately the first thing you notice is the voice different as soon as that hook starts. And while the first 2 lines when they came, I was like, like it was a little bit of a surprise. The second and third time when the hook happened, I was vibing and how I was loving it. I was just like, it's a hook that has, you know how Roll Up Ka hook was? Roll Up Ka hook was so when I roll up, any guy bumping that song in his car will feel like he is singing it, you know? वो मेरे lines वो ही feeling is lines के is hook के lines है the lyrics. So the thing about the hook is that it is so universally applicable to anyone who's listening. So that itself, then you'll vibe with that. I'm earning 6 figure, whatever it is. Beautiful, loved it. So that happened and the surprise happened, and then the verses were, like you said, super freaking you know, like emotive, yet in this, like that line that happened ki jinke nahi zakham wo kya samjhenge dard ko, that line, I was like I was like
ye kya bol diya?
I was like, one second, pause. This thought needs time to, you know, sink in. I was like, poetic Krishna is my favorite. Suddenly, I was like, that it hit me in that moment. So that happened.
And I think it doesn't do that enough.
It doesn't do it enough.
Which is why this track is like feeling so much.
Yes.
And I don't know why. He sounds so good in it. And so much more Hindi.
And like, he's got the thoughts. He's got the deep thoughts. He's got the way of phrasing them and putting them across. It just needs to happen more often. Just that first line, I think it was the 3rd or 4th line of the verse.
Totally here for it.
Yeah. Bas kush, you know, like ho gaya. Lovely, loved it. And then as the verse progressed and then the second verse happened, I was just mind blown. As always, cannot not give this man his flowers, because nobody does it like he does. And with a track like this and with lines like this, you're just like, the clarity of thought, the delivery of it, the finesse and the complexity of it, the lyric writing, like Bacha had said, he's an engineer with his lines. You can see it, right?
That's definition. Yeah, that definition fits Krishna perfectly.
Beautiful.
He's an engineer with his words. Yes,
just beautiful. We must go over the lyrics. I hope they are there, because sometimes when they are
because it's too fresh. Like, you know, हम बहुत जल्दी इस बार react कर रहे हैं, तो like
the date has dropped. Look how far we've come.
फिर हमारी गलती नहीं होगी. So like,
oh, it's not. I thought far we've come. It's far from over. One more thing, like I have to add, is that yes, the emotiveness and him talking about what his life is now and the struggle that comes after getting famous and reaching a certain mukam, that is so beautiful. Like you said, like in Still Here, it was Dream that showed his journey, and even Still Here intro, like this would be kind of like in those lines, not as you know, emo as Still Here intro was. I think that's still a little higher on that, but this kind of was like in the same zone of starting a project, saying the thoughts that are surrounding one in that moment in their life, right? Correct. Lovely. The progression is happening. It's with every project you need to move into the next phase of your life as well, right? So वो already दिख रहा है. Lovely.
You know, like you pointed out कि roll up में वो गाड़ी का whatever था, you were talking about relatability. I was like, जैसे हम गाना सुनते हैं तो we are like, अरे we'll enjoy this गाना best when we're on a drive or when we're in the gym or when we're here or when we're there, right? So every artist, उनके गानों में that repetition is there of thought. उन्होंने जहाँ बैठ के वो गाना probably लिखा होगा, or certain parts, and वो पता लग जाता है कौन सा artist enjoys writing where, right? Some artists उनका studio में होता है, some artists definitely Krishna sits and writes, or at least thinks about all of these things on drives a lot, because all his songs have some of the. I'm assuming clearly.
That's unsafe. How will he write while he's driving?
Not right, but when you think, right,
Think,
you go into like a deep thought. So if you're
Hmm.
thinking about a song and excuse me, India में जिस तरह की red lights होती हैं और लंबी लंबी जो दिल्ली में चलती हैं, there is a
वहाँ
very
पे
good
पूरे
chance you can
गाने
finish
लिख सकते
writing
हैं.
2-3 songs. Exactly. So yeah, but just saying कि वो roll up में भी वैसा ही feel था, इसमें भी वही था. तो writing में एक दो line में कहीं ना कहीं, you know, that drops in, that how when he's behind the wheel and he's thinking about something, and then that line kind of comes in. So it's interesting. It's fun
interesting.
to
It's an
catch these
interesting
little things.
thought. आपने मुझे गुड़गांव के ट्रैफिक की याद दिला दी. मेरा बर्थडे ईव उसी में स्पेंड हुआ था. I was like, where am I stuck? What is this like? वहीं पे 2-3 गाने लिख
Oh
सकते हैं
man,
भाई. Yes, I agree.
exactly.
Okay, lovely. Let's go to the lyrics. They're beautiful. Lyrics
Okay.
है इस गाने के online. I love it.
Oh, very good.
Okay, Krishna still standing के बोल. ये actually Enigma beats props. Sorry, I did not say.
हाँ हाँ.
It must be said. I feel like, where has he worked with Enigma Beats before? Has he before? Because किया तो होगा, because
I'm so excellent with names that अगर किया भी होगा तो I
No
would
Cap.
definitely
No
not
Cap.
remember. No Cap. Oh, nice.
No freaking
No Cap
wonder.
was good. Yeah.
That's what it's saying on
Okay.
Google.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna check the lyrics once and double confirm this. Yes, No Cap
Yeah.
was also produced by Enigma Beats. Lovely.
And that's
lore.
it? Like they worked together, only a No Cap before.
Yeah, that's
Or
what
is there
it's
anything
showing.
else? Okay.
If I open too many tabs, I will lose.
So before we get into lyrics, though, we must discuss the poster.
Yes, I agree. The artwork
है
needs
ना?
discussion
Yeah.
right in the first track. It is light coming in through the window on this empty chair in a dark room. Let's summarize it.
It is a gold mine for any therapist. Any psychologist, psychiatrist sitting there would be like, interesting. Yeah, interesting artwork here. I don't know, like when, especially the type of song it is. And when you look at this, it's got this very, you know, that very dark looming, but looking towards light kind of a feel. Because of that, this first song actually goes perfectly well. Like I can just see the entire song perfectly of a person from the viewpoint of this artwork. And which is, it's kind of equal parts sad and motivating, and like, which helps you kind of get out of that thought process and yet get a feel. So I don't know. It's just like artwork ko dekh ke aur is gaane ko sunte hue, I needed to like deliberately take 3-4 deep breaths. I was like, saans lo. Like, you know, like when you look at something and it impacts you. Yeah, like I literally had like, so midway through, I just scrolled up. I didn't want to look at the artwork while listening to it because I knew it'll trigger certain things in my mind. So I was like, नहीं मेरे को वहां नहीं जाना. फिर मैंने I just scrolled up और मैं नीचे का जहाँ write up matter था वो देख रही थी. So you know, with the words, this visual art kinda can, it's very.
No, so what is your interpretation of it? Like,
it's very dark. It's like a dark corner, a dark space. So applied to him, it's very almost like when he's talking about that the tough times he's been through and the different things he's talking about. Ke someone who hasn't really been through trouble, unko kya samajh aayega, you know? So itni simple baatein jinke bahut gehre meaning hai.
yeah.
And many other such lines, which we'll come to, which is why I said that first if we focus on artwork and then we get into lyrics, there'll be many such lines we'll be able to equate better and say, you know, the artwork fits here as well, the artwork fits there as well. Yeah. So in all of it, so when you also say that still standing, you know, there is place to sit, it's a very lonely image. Like if you really look at the artwork, it's a very lonely image. Yeah, it's very lonely. Corners are dark. The only light that's coming in is through this one lone window, which is, you know, and so all your hope, your inspirations, that one place where you want to just hold on to and deal with this darkness surrounding, all that can be seen through this artwork, and all that and many different layered meanings he's also speaking in this song, and which we'll also come to, like, you know, jab hum lyrically bolenge. So that's what I took out of it. How about you?
I thought when I saw that chair, I thought of a flamenco night, because these are the chairs used in flamenco concerts. Sorry. Okay, I feel like I know you're liking.
You तो went in different direction only. मैंने ये chair, you know, हर
try to lighten the mood.
हाँ, जिस घर में पुरानी चेयर्स होती हैं, सारी चेयर ऐसी दिखती हैं, वहां सारे फ्लेमेंको कर रहे हैं. Anyway,
my mind association is very weird.
Fair enough.
So I feel like, yes, it's a dark room. And he said this many times in previous tracks of his, where he's like, I lock myself away, 4 दिन से निकला नहीं, किसी को मिला नहीं, कुछ खाया नहीं, I've just been writing. And even like somebody sent me a post on Instagram where he had replied to someone somewhere in a comment saying that it's a very lonely process. I lock myself in a room and I write usually, and I don't realize how it impacts you guys till I don't hear your confessions or your like comments and stuff, right? So it is depicting a man who considers himself to be in a very lonely space whenever he's creating, and who has by design made that world for himself, I'm guessing, or that's his creative process to be in that zone.
Correct.
And there is no other way that he probably knows to be creative in, or probably doesn't, like that's his preferred space, you know, and that preferred zone. So us zone mein now the chair facing the window to me feels like he wants to face the light. He wants to go out into the world where it's green outside and there's nature and beauty and life, and you know, rather than being in this lifeless zone where there's, you know, just the thoughts and the thing. And so the chair facing the light, actually, if the chair had been facing us, like, you know, uska side hota window pe, then I wouldn't have made that interpretation. But to me, it looks like there's a longing to be in that outside world and have that light enter one's life and be facing it head on. So I'm getting that when I look at it. And I like that there's a green plant outside. I love it.
Trees.
Full, like it's
not
filled.
plant, it is tree.
I mean tree, sorry.
Yes.
Like leaves.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Correct.
So वो मेरा thought था. अब हम आते हैं lyrics पे. Let's see how it you know, connects with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay, intro, $sign one time. Chorus. धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. गिरा फिर भी उठा, अपने पैरों पे I'm landing. ये पैसा bigger, बन रहा 6 figure. Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. I like how that last word was silent. Then धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. Like, see, this is very relatable. All like people listening to it will like.
And it's very relatable to the artwork also. Yes.
Oh, to the artwork, exactly.
Yeah.
Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. That line is little dark. Okay, verse 1. अंधेरा था छाया, फिर दिखी ये रोशनी, रोशनी. कठोर ये जिंदगी, बहुत ही फालतू की बातों का शौक नहीं. I pay the price, don't ask what it cost me. ना जमीन पे पाँव नहीं इनके, नहीं. जमीर में भाव नहीं इनके, नहीं. I like this line. तकदीर के छाँव में घिर के, वो दर्द क्या समझेंगे, घाव नहीं जिनके. Thought. Life was challenging, never be panicking. I got a dark side, feel like Anakin. Haters say bana do fan again, back with the bang like a canal. I'm challenging. Grind pe pure din, neend ko bhule bin. Dekha na suraj. See, there's no light. I didn't see the light. The fame alluded in. Lyrical rap push, trying to get through to them. Oh, trying to push. Le lu is lane ko par main na Superman. Lenu is lane. Oh, Louis Lane. Yes,
Yeah.
Louis. Sorry. Lelu is lane ko par main na Superman. Whoa. I'll be saucy, dripping in parties with all these women. Softy got shorty dribbling. I'm ballin'. Let's call it Pippin. I don't know what this means. Pippin kya hota hai? Ye salty, they all be check. You're checking?
Checking.
Shorty is a girl
who
is softy. Softy kaun hota hai? Is he calling himself softy? I doubt it.
No, I doubt.
Softy got shorty dribbling. I'm ballin'. Let's call it Pippin. Ye salty, they all be dripping.
मतलब Pippin इसके अंदर तो वो Hobbit वाला Pippin आ रहा है.
अच्छा. P-I-P-P-I-N. Pipping. It's Pipping.
Yeah. P-I-P-P-I-N. Which
I-N-G.
is...
No, it's I-N-G. It's written without the G here.
Okay. Because there are all very Hobbit wala uska apna, one of the in the Hobbit, one of the these things are called Pippin, no? One of the what are they called? So but okay, anyway, continue.
One of the chotus. Ye salty, they
say that. But anyway.
ये salty, they all be dripping. मैं वाकई में बहुत ही different. ये शौक भी है copy. Written थी नौकरी, अब top की living. क्योंकि nice break there. I like it. Okay, धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still standing. That I really like. That is reminding me of some like something. I can't remember.
I know what you mean. That
right. Yeah.
It used to be a zone. Every second song used to have this. Yeah, but you'll have to figure out
it's
when.
triggering something in my mind, but I don't know what it's triggering. Okay.
Correct.
Then verse 2. मैं आया उस जगह से जहाँ सूंघने को मिलता है धुआं भर हवा में. Yes, I know this. I start watery. ये ऑप्स क्यों लग रहे हैं शॉक्ड, ना बुरी खबर कभी आती है बता के, हाँ ना, आई लाइक दिस लाइन। अभी तो पटे हैं पटाखे, अगली बार होंगे डबल या धमाके। You know I'm moving these funds. No हवाला गेम है हमारे हवाले. I like this play here. So good. Yeah. शुरू से अभी तक बातों में हकीकत, मैंने ना करी बात ना. I know the price, so don't need your advice. तो बच्चा ना राय तू हरिवंश. Oh, I like this. I like this. हरिवंश. No,
Nice.
तो बच्चा ना राय तू हरिवंश. All the full name. बन रहे यहाँ सभी जन, सड़े यहाँ मन ही मन, हारे नी कभी हम, यहाँ पे है तभी हम. ये हिंदी में लिखा है, by the way, that's why I'm reading it slowly. हारे नी कभी हम, यहाँ पे है तभी हम, जिनको था स्टार्ट से लग रहा मजाक, अब उनको भी आ रही है हंसी कब. रखा काम से काम मैंने, like a common dunt. Common dunt, D-U-N-D-T, like a common dunt.
Like a,
रखा काम से काम मैंने, like a common dunt. This is a quality that is beautiful. Kaam se kaam. Pull out with masks of nuns, like I came for Comic Con. I like it. The last Comic Con I attended was in London only, 2015. Did you find it? What does it mean?
Yeah. So it means, so it's used, it means, there are 2-3. One, it means that its meaning is teacher, friendly, confidence. And dunt is a boy or a girl name. Numerologically, dunt means 9, number 9. But then there is Urban Dictionary meaning, in which it's like, B, you're so stupid, you dunt. So this is like 2 very different meanings. So now I'm like, slang meaning of it is like, whereas the other meaning is, yeah, teacher, friendly, whatever. Let's
Rakha kaam se kaam maine, like a common dunt. Which one does it apply to?
I think it's obviously the slang meaning then.
Achha.
Like a village idiot or a common idiot, aise wala phrasing hota hai na usually, which now in today's day and age, it's wrong to use terminology like that. So yeah, so I think it's a slang for that.
Pull out with mass of nuns, like I came for Comic Con. Mujhe chahiye sari cheezein. I just want that cheezein. I just want that Parmesan. Oh, yes. As a cheese fan, I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. So
I love the cheezein.
Yes, love it. Haar ke baad I'll have that. This one, I mean, I'll have these folks singing jaise Mame Khan. Love it. Oh, so happy that Mame Khan got a shout out. I'll have these folks singing jaise. Okay, that's it. Dhakka diya mujhe zindagi ne, but I'm still standing. Gira fir bhi utha, apne पैरों पे I'm landing. Ye paisa bigger, bana raha 6 figure. Sipping on that liquor, please don't make me pull that. Dhakka diya mujhe zindagi ne, but I'm still standing. I like it. Listen,
It's
the
very
hook,
nice.
I
Yes.
like it. It works for me.
Yeah.
It's a great start, just have to say. It's a very different Krishna here.
So much conversation happened because of how different it is, you realize?
Yeah.
Like there are so many meanings coming out of it, not just because of the lyrics, but also the entire feel and how he's changed it, changed his vibe entirely. You know, I remember thoda time pehle jab, battery's gone again.
Fir se.
It's time for
Can we
us to put the
not?
video down.
this gimbal issue of yours, mera full, like, it's just sends me into a trance. I'm like, what happened?
Live format करके रख दिया.
It's hilarious. It's happy. We are back. We are back to say bye. But the gimbal died. Gimbal.
And then it fell on my laptop, so laptop बंद हो गया.
Yeah.
सब कुछ एक second के लिए हो
The
गया,
last
but
thing we
I'm back.
heard was Shruti screaming around there. Where is she? Okay, so before we go, I just want to say that beautiful start. This the lyrics, while going over them and having discussed the cover art and everything, just made me feel like Poetic Dollar is my favorite dollar. I'll just put it.
Mine too. Yes.
Yeah. And I love thoughts like that. So lovely,
Yeah.
lovelily done. Beautiful start. Let us know what you guys thought of this start and this track, and comment below. I would love to engage in that discussion. And अब कल मिलते हैं, है ना?
Yeah.
कल
Yeah.
मिलेंगे.
Yeah. See you guys.
इसके साथ. Live long and prosper.
धक्का दिया मुझे जिंदगी ने, but I'm still